Yesterday, you were doing good with your credit, weren't you? Your scores seemed fine. Credit card usage wasn't too bad. I mean, after all, you've been trying to keep under 40%. You're paying your bills on time. I mean, it's all good. Then you wake up the next day to a notice that your credit limits have been decreased. I had a call from a client, and she was upset about this very thing. I had to assure her that she did nothing wrong. So the question is, why are companies doing this to us? Well, they want to reduce their risk. They're lowering their exposure. They are going back and they're reassessing whether they feel you're a good risk or a bad risk. They want to know, do you deserve the credit that I had given you before? Or can you prove that you do still deserve it? Don't be surprised if they ask you for tax returns. Also, I noticed that they're closing cards with less than 6 months of inactivity. What that means, if you're not using it, they don't want to have the risk out there, so they just close it. We understand that this is not personal. Whatever. It's just a business decision. Whatever. The question is, what happened to the bailout money? They received our tax dollars to survive, but now they're cutting us off. When do we get our break? When do we get our bailout? I'm going to tell you what they're doing. They're literally creating a new group of people with bad or mediocre credit. Although people have been out there working hard to keep their credit good. How are they doing this? Because they are lowering your credit limits. Let me explain how this hurts your credit scores. Let's say you have a $1,000 credit limit, but you're only using $500. You're being responsible. But next thing you know, the company comes back and says, well, you know that other $500 you had available? We're cutting it off. Now, where you only were using 50% of what was available to you, now you're maxed out. And what's the end result? You have less credit available to you, and that means your scores are going to go down and you're going to suffer higher interest rates. How do we combat this? We have to outsmart the system. We need more strategies. Join us in proving that a solid philosophy can make a difference. Visit creditunlock.com. Learn more about our life-changing credit philosophy. Our workbook and DVD will help you step by step.